Everybody, it's the end of the week, and so it's time to take out the trash. Trashy is hungry. He has gone a long week between meals. Brett, what have you got for him today?
So my garbage person of the week is not Ann Coulter, Laura Ingraham. And I always do that thing where I almost call her Ann Coulter. Laura Ingraham is my garbage person of the week. She is doing something that, once again, I can't believe she can do with a straight face. She is attempting with all of her might to reach out to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and get her to join the dark side. This is not Ann Coulter. This is Laura Ingraham appealing to AOC, saying, listen, why it's actually the Republicans who are the party against the swamp and for the working class. Take a look.
AOC has already shown a willingness on some issues to work with conservatives. She and Ted Cruz signed a letter. They kind of snipe on Twitter sometimes, but they signed a letter criticizing Apple for removing a pro-Hong Kong app. They also want to work together to rein in lobbyists. But look who's on Biden's transition team. According to the Wall Street Journal, at least 40 people serving on President-elect Joe Biden's transition team are or were once registered lobbyists. Now, the establishment usually wins because the establishment has enough money to buy off candidates with fat donations and instant celebrity status. Now, remember, Donald Trump didn't get the flattering magazine covers, and neither did the First Lady, despite her grace and beauty, because neither agreed to play ball. Most people aren't strong enough to resist the temptation. It's always the same. Play ball on the economic issues, don't interfere with globalization, or maybe even help out with outsourcing, and we'll make you a star. In the last few months, the establishment has shown her the carrot, the cover of Vanity Fair, of course, and the stick, leaks about how AOC is hurting the Democrat Party.
All right, so who are you? Let's first talk about the messenger here. And I don't want to shoot the messenger, but then again, sometimes I do. Laura Ingraham, here is your argument. I understand, and we're gonna fight very hard. And there have been a lot of people who are earnestly fighting against lobbyists and scum within the establishment. AOC is one of them who has started very recently, but it's been 2 years now. Laura Ingraham is on Fox News, whose every move is an attempt to placate the mass populists in as a way of feeding the swamp and the capitalists who benefit off of a very opiated group of Trump supporters now. And so I just want to point out, here is a partial list of all the lobbyists in the Trump administration.
Thank you.
It gets smaller and smaller. This is going through only the L's, and I don't even think it's everything because I kind of cropped it because I wasn't going to get through. I gave up around the L's. Here are all the lobbyists according to OpenSecret.com/Trump/lobbyists. It is an insanely high amount. And then don't tell me that you're on AOC's side in this Vanity Fair cover thing, because here is Laura Ingraham yelling at AOC for two things during a tweet. One, she says AOC appears in Vanity Fair in outfits worth $14,000 to curse out Trump,
which, as we've said, she didn't pay for. They're loaned to her. She doesn't own them.
She didn't pay, and it seems like the things you're upset about are her being on that Vanity Fair cover at all, because probably you weren't. You would take it. Let's be freaking honest, Laura Ingraham. And two, the fact that she yelled at Trump for what? For all those things you say that Trump fights for, but doesn't. Trump only gave a tax cut to the wealthy. Nothing else has translated to real, actual humans. Let AOC keep fighting the fights that AOC is fighting. And honestly, if folks want to join her, let them join her. But I've got a feeling that Laura Ingraham is just trying to, as she always does, get more people to join her side and get more people to watch her program. And she is, in a very disingenuous and transparently hideous way, trying to pretend that she has not had the positions that she's cherished for the last 4 years under Trump. She's trying to use the old playbook, which she used before Trump, on Biden now, and getting you to forget that she absolutely has, that Trump's administration has embraced lobbyists and the swamp, and that she herself has attacked AOC for the very things that she thinks will get AOC to join her. Stupid.
Yeah. Overall, it's maybe an admission that she gets that Trump is not going to be president, and she's now turned from, well, I've spent the last 2 years demonizing you, lying about you, lying about your signature legislation, the Green New Deal, and trying to get people to turn against it because I value fossil fuel profits more than the continued lives of our citizens. But now we're gonna be out of power. So could you do some nice stuff with Ted Cruz? Just give us something, come on, please. No. And that, I think everybody sees through that. But the lobbyist thing is amazing. So she says that she's against lobbyists, and now Biden has got some lobbyists. Okay, but what is your position on the lobbyists? Because you made a mention of the swamp, and I'm very glad that you talked about the fact that you had that massive list, because as soon as I heard that, I Googled it. ProPublica, as of October last year, had identified 281 lobbyists who've worked in the Trump administration. That's 1 out of every 14 political appointments. It's also 4 times as many lobbyists as Barack Obama had employed 6 years into his presidency. So unless I've missed it, maybe Laura Ingraham does screeds, every night about how Trump needs to get those lobbyists out of his administration. I don't know why that went off. I'm guessing he has not. I'm guessing she's been okay with those literally hundreds of lobbyists, including in very high positions that Trump has used. But she didn't have a problem with that because at the end of the day, she doesn't actually have a position on lobbyists. It is entirely contingent on who the person is. Are they someone I support? Are they someone that I don't? It can be used as a weapon, or I can totally ignore it. It's just so fake. It's so incredibly fake. And the thing that makes me feel better about it is that there is no way in hell that AOC is going to give her the time of day, 1 second of the time of day.
So ridiculous. But I honestly do believe that we should be the silver lining here is even Laura Ingraham understands that there are some parts of Trump voters' agenda that coincides with what AOC is advocating for. So just stay open-minded. She wants to get you jobs. She wants to save her family. She wants to keep food on your table in these very obviously terrible times.
Yeah.
So if you as a Trump supporter were able to get over the fact that Donald Trump is a billionaire from New York, by your definition, you're open-minded. You're very obviously open-minded to that. You got over something that you yourself would probably agree is a difficult thing to look past, but you did it. Maybe you can look past whatever preconceived notions you have at AOC and realize that she is fighting for your best interests. So keep that open mind that you so proudly declare you have.
No. The idea that she would at this point, she would have a reckoning with the effect she's had, and she would be open-minded to.
No, I'm not talking about Laura Ingraham. I'm talking about Trump.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, there's at least a chance of that. There's a chance of that. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.